Hey there, beautiful souls. So it is absolutely gorgeous out. And so I had to get outside again. So yeah, I'm like shocked at how warm it is. We've been going through a little bit of a cool spell. So, showing up for you today at it was a little after 1:11. And I wanted to just talk a little bit about, like, right, we're aligning, in order to allow things to be easy, we have to raise our vibe, right? Because what do I mean by raising our vibe? I mean by getting connected with that internal guidance, that internal part of you that is already aligned, like lined up with your goals, your dreams, your desires, like has that clear path on how to get there. And then when we find ourselves like being challenged with things, or and I call it in resistance, but like just not moving forward, not taking the steps forward that you know that you want to take or you should take to get where you want to go, like that's because we have all these layers and beliefs and stuff that they're holding us back. And so when we align with when we raise our vibration, when we raise our vibe by aligning ourselves with the things that we love and with joy and with gratitude, all the hesitations and all the restrictions and all the stuff falls away, and you're able to take actions moving forward, getting you closer and closer to your goals. Because the things that you desire you, right? Like they're meant for you. You have these desires for a reason, because that inner part of you desires to have that greater experience. So I just did a really beautiful practice, I guess, with taking action and bringing in the spiritual piece, because the action piece is the masculine energy, right? That's the do part of us. And then when we are aligned, when things can flow, when things are easy, it's when we are connected with that spiritual piece, that feminine inner guidance piece, right? So, sorry, I'm trying to find a better, maybe that's better. I mean, not directly in the sun. So when we can connect and find the balance between the spiritual feminine part and the masculine doing part, right? So I want to encourage you to sit down and make a list. My husband is going to be like, yeah, you and your list. I know, I have lists for everything. So we want to be in action, but we also want to be connected with ourselves at our goal, like from like what it feels like, right? Like, because feeling is the secret to everything. If you're doing actions but you're like fighting it and resisting it and like doing it just because you have to get it done, or just like not even really connected at all to the outcome, and like it's taking you closer and closer to your dreams, your goals, your desires, all that, then it's not going to be as powerful. So I want to like encourage you and help you to tap into that power and do the actions. So I'm just going to do this quick, and you can, if you are at the desk, then you can write out the list as I'm talking about it, or you can come back and watch this later. So it's important for us to know where it is, what the things are that are a priority for us. And we all have the list of things that we haven't been doing, right? Because it seems too big. You don't know how to do it. You have some confusion about like how it's going to get done. It's overwhelming, and so it just keeps getting pushed on the back of the list, right? And then we go and do like the fun, easy things first. Well, this is a really powerful way to be able to get those things accomplished that are going to be the biggest pieces to get you to your goal, right? And so the first piece, I want you to just like imagine what your goal is. And lots of people that I talk to don't even know what this is. They can't see the big outcome. They say, oh, I want to make $10,000 a month. Okay. So what is that $10,000 a month going to do? How is it going to impact you? How is it going to change your life? How is it going to change the lives of the people around you? How many people are you impacting when you're doing that? How are you dressing? Are you living in the same space? Are you dressing in the same clothes? Are you eating at the same places? Are you going on a vacation? Like, what is it doing for you, right? Like, and so that's a lot of clarity that I give to people when I talk to them, is like help them to clarify like what their goal is so that they can get excited about it. Because if your goal is just $10,000 a month, that's not exciting. You need to know why, right? So we'll just imagine that you already have that piece all figured out. And if you don't, I want you to send me a message, because we will have a quick conversation and we're going to help pull all those pieces together for you. So imagine, these items on your list that you're making are things that need to be accomplished, that are going to get you towards that goal. And it doesn't have to be a business goal. It can be a health goal. It can be a relationship goal. It can be like a spiritual goal. It can be whatever your priority is, or it can be a mix of all of them. But you need to get clear on like where it is that you want to go, what it is that needs to be done, and what it's going to feel like once they're accomplished, right? So a lot of the times, one of the things for me is like taxes. Like that doesn't excite me. I maybe accountants get excited about it because that's what they do, but most people, that's not exciting. It's oftentimes something that is put on the back burner. Well, it has to be done, right? So I want you to imagine, close your eyes. If you can put some music on, and just close your eyes and go into your imagination and see yourself doing that task, sitting down, taking action, doing that task, and how does it feel? Like you can create and experience anything in your imagination. We all do. And so what does it feel like to actually be doing this task, to be completing it? It's going really easy, and it's all coming together, and it feels so good to finally like have it checked off your list. And then imagine now that it's done, like what does that feel like? You get to celebrate. This is done. I don't have to do this anymore. It's finished. I can move on. And it was actually kind of easy, and it was kind of fun. And then you go on to the next thing on your list, like the next big priority thing that maybe you've been putting off. And imagine the same thing. Imagine yourself going through that task and feeling what it feels like to actually sit down and do it, and enjoying the process, and what it feels like to have it done, right? Like the point of this is to get connected. Like when we can see ourselves doing something, in our imagination, it makes it easier to go and actually do the task, because you've already done it. You've already experienced it. You've already like submitted whatever it is that you're going to submit. Maybe you're wanting to change jobs, and you're having hesitation about like going and putting in the applications. and making the switch. And even though you know that it would be better than where you are right now, well, and see yourself like filling out the applications and then having the interview and having the new job and how much happier you are like in this new space, and you, holy crap, you actually are even making more money and in a healthier environment, loving what you're doing and experiencing now. Isn't that going to make it a lot easier to go and actually do those tasks and to take the action? Because you've already done it in your imagination. So now go and create it in the reality. Everything is created twice, first in the imagination and then in the physical world, right? So my phone was created in someone's imagination. This necklace was created in someone's imagination first, and then they created it in the physical. So we have to but when we can connect with how it feels now that it's done, it feels so good. It's maybe that thing's off your shoulders now and you don't have to worry about it anymore. It's not sitting in the background like, hello, you're supposed to do this. Like you can create the freedom. You can feel what it feels like. So I hope that this helps you. I hope that you find value in what I'm saying. If you find value, please put value in, and and just know that aligning yourself with what you love, because we are so good at saying all the things that we don't like and noticing all the things that are wrong and that, you know, maybe we're not doing well. But when we align ourselves and focus on what we love, focus on what we're grateful for, focus on what brings us joy, everything shifts and everything moves easier, because your divine inner self, their natural state is joy. Their natural state is love. If you think of a baby, they just love. And like puppies and kittens, they're just love. They're just joy. They're just fun. Like that is our natural state. And so when we can just go there and tap out of like all the worry, all the doubt, all the fear, all the garbage, and like go back to love, go back to gratitude, go back to joy, that's when everything starts to shift. All right, my friends, I hope you find value in this. And if this exercise helps you, I definitely recommend putting on some music and just giving yourself some time to do this, and just see where it takes you. All right, have an amazing day. Expect abundance, and I will talk to you again